Aha! So Airpeace has now commenced direct flights to Dakar, Freetown and Banjul from Lagos. Yeah, so start planning your trip, cause Airpeace got you. Lagos to Dakar, Freetown and Banjul flights will operate on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays with the superb Embraer 195 E2 jets. Fly Airpeace from Lagos to Dakar, Freetown, Banjul and enjoy a world-class travel experience on the brand new E195. For bookings, head to our website flyairpeace.com or download the Airpeace mobile app on Play Store or App Store. Airpeace, your peace, our goal.
Masinya Attorneys Incorporated, a boutique commercial and taxation law firm in mid-range Johannesburg, South Africa. Strategic lawyers on point with more than 20 years of practice experience. We are professional, capable, and qualified.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is Solomon's Temple. My name is Solomon Ezange Shams. Great to have you here. And if you're here for the very first time, thank you for coming here. I hope you won't be disappointed, but just brace yourself for truths that we share here, commentary that we give, investigation that we reveal, and charlatans and false prophets that we expose. So please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel right away, Solomon's Temple, just so you can be up to date with everything that we share. And also, please check out other videos. There are hundreds of videos that you can check out on different topic importance. So good to have you here again, Sembetso rather, from Benoni, Mudau, from Benoni. Good to have you here. So guys, when it comes to celebration and death, and you fuse the two together, birthday and death, how does that work? You know, but that is what a young lady who was 29, turning 30. So she was living her 20s and going into her 30s. And she felt to have a birthday celebration where she arrives the birthday venue in a coffin. Can you believe it? In a coffin. Because she is saying bye-bye to her 20s and into her 30s. Was that extreme? Was that creative? Was that okay? Do you find that there are spiritual reasons why she shouldn't do it? Or it was just her own creativity? Because you don't know what she's been through in her 20s. For her to actually bury her 20s. Because that's what she's doing, isn't it? Once you're in a coffin, the next place you get taken to is you go down 6 feet under. Was she too extreme? Or was she just trying to cut herself from her past? Would she ever be able to actually cut herself from her past, no matter how difficult her 20s was? That she wants to bury her 20s. Is she able to bury her 20s? Are you able to bury your past? Or it's an event that you actually have to learn to live with, but you cannot totally eradicate it. You cannot totally relinquish yourself from it because it's a part of you. The experience is always going to be a part of you. And that's what this young lady did, basically. Let me show you a short video that she posted on TikTok. This is her. RIP to my 20s. This is her arriving. That's the coffin there. I hope you can see the coffin, right? You can see it's a big celebration. Right? So let's see. This is the coffin. So you see the men arriving actually with the coffin, isn't it? The coffin right there are coming through. And she was in there, right? She was in there. So she was in that coffin. Her friends and family and everyone is sort of like waiting on her. You could see that their cell phones are on. You could see the lights because they really want to capture this grand arrival, if you want to call it that way, of the celebrant, of the one who is celebrating her birthday. And she's moving into her 30s. And moving into your 30s is a big deal, isn't it? For a lot of people feel the 20s was very difficult. But does life actually get easy? Or you just have to learn to live a victorious life, especially when you have Jesus in your life? That's important. With Jesus, we can learn to live through every experience. Let me play it again. You see her? I hope you saw her there. This is a photo of her in the coffin. Forget the dance of some of this dance that they have there. So this was her just when she was arriving. You could see the way she was laying down, her eyes closed, her hands all together. Just a normal, typical way of laying somebody down in a coffin on their way to the cemetery or to the church before going to the cemetery. Was this a brilliant, creative idea? Or it was just totally something distasteful? As she arrives, she put on black so you could see her dress, totally black. Rest in peace, my 20s. RIP, my 20s. That's what she meant, isn't it? So maybe she must have gone through quite a lot in her 20s. She must have faced a lot of challenges, maybe financially, relationally, or maybe having people who didn't treat her right, or maybe with her health. And now she just wants to RIP, rest in peace, my 20s. I'm never going to live through that era again. Was this a brilliant idea, creative ideas? I mean, we've seen people right now. One thing that is really getting popular is the idea of having a party, a divorce party. As soon as the court says, the judge says, your divorce has been granted. We've seen people having parties. Divorce party is becoming big now. You're celebrating, I don't know, let me look at it from my own Christian perspective. You're celebrating the break of a covenant. Except you're not Christians anyway, then you don't see it as a covenant. How can we celebrate the break of a covenant that is the second most important covenant after our covenant of salvation? How do we celebrate that? I mean, you could give me a sigh of relief, because obviously some spouses don't treat their spouses well. Situations where there is like so much, where the life of one person is in danger, obviously you have to separate, and it might lead to divorce, because God would not want you to stay there and lose your life. No, only him can take life, not your husband, not your wife. Only him can take a life. So I don't know what to make of it, but what do you make of it? Moses said, "Uncle, we are not saved at all." Divine says, quite shocking, but I'm sure she has a good reason for that. God is the only way to a new beginning. Blackie Belly says, there's no creativity in such, no figurative meaning at all. Perhaps I taken to believe that this is spiritual. You never know. We never know again what she's been through, and we never know what sort of statement she's trying to make and what sort of importance she's tying to having this action of her coming in a coffin into her 30s. So if you RIP your 20s, so where are you gonna wake up? Are you gonna wake up in heaven or in hell in your 30s? So there's quite a lot to look at, and there's quite a lot to talk about. But thank you so much, guys, for checking this out. I just wanted to share that with you. Please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and share and like the video. God bless you. Shalom.